Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. Hold up. Hold up. She has to have a cool idle animation in order for me to be sold by her. So,
んうんうビョンビョンビョンビョンさよなら
I'm sold.
Okay.
Alright, guys, but all jokes aside, let's talk about Hu Tao and her kit because she looks really cool. And just like every character I talk about that's new, they're usually pretty cool. But seriously, I'm being honest, guys, she's really cool. And so let's talk about her. So Hu Tao is a pyro pole arm user. Say that 10 times faster, and I swear to God, you will have a tongue twister right there. But yeah, she is a pyro pole arm user. And now, when we look at her stats right here, I'm going to be comparing her to Zhao just because he is the newest unit right now, and he's also a polearm user, but he's Animo. So they work definitely a bit different. So first we have her base attack, which is 106, which is extremely low. That's insanely low. Because if we compare to Zhao, he has the highest base attack in the game at 349, which is extremely high. But it's very interesting if we compare their HP. Whereas Zhao's max HP is at 12.7k, Hu Tao's is at 15.5k. Her HP is insanely high. So I think there's going to be something really interesting with her HP. So base defense 876, and if we compare it to Zhao, it is actually much higher than Zhao's. She's also scaled off of crit damage percentage. So you guys can see right here, the higher in level she goes, the higher her crit damage increases. Whereas for Zhao, he's scaled off of crit rate, so his crit rate percentage increases. But I think she'd work really well with the Primordial Jade Spear, with the Deathmatch, Black Cliff Pole. I think those would all be great options for her. And if not, Prototype Star Glitter is always an option right there. Okay, so talking about her attack talents, she starts at 107% and scales up, obviously going up. Her charge attack is 312%, which is really, really nice. Because if we compare that to Zhao's charge attack damage is 277.95%. So she's significantly higher when it comes to charged attack. So that's really interesting to me. And then we look at the stamina cost, obviously the same. Plunge damage, obviously significantly lower. That's Zhao's domain. That's literally his build is off of plunge damage. So you're not going to be concentrating on plunge damage for her. But this is one thing that's very interesting about Hu Tao. Now, it is her elemental skill Guide to Afterlife. Now, this is really, really awesome because since she's scaling off of HP and having that extremely high HP, this elemental skill scales off of her max HP. So if we read into the two effects, the first one is Paramita Papilio. Increases Hu Tao's attack based on her max HP at the time of entering the state. Attack bonus gained this way cannot exceed 400% of Hu Tao's base attack, but still, she's capped at 400% of an attack bonus boost while in this state, while using this elemental skill. So if she has an extremely high HP build, her damage is going to be out of the roof. It's going to be insane. Now, her damage is going to be converted to pyro damage, which cannot be overridden by any other elemental infusion. So this is kind of interesting, but we all know how strong pyro is, so no one's complaining about that. This is going to be ridiculous. And you already see, we're going to be able to get a 400% attack boost. Up to 400%. But that's still insane. That's 4 times what she can actually do. That's nuts. Now, increases her Hu Tao's resistance to interruption, which is really, really nice. And her charge attacks apply the Blood Blossom effect. And we're going to be pretty much reading into that as well. So Blood Blossom, enemies affected by Blood Blossom will take pyro damage every 4 seconds. And this damage is considered elemental skill damage. So this is really, really nice. Once again, lots of pyro. Lots of elemental damage. I can already see Elemental Mastery being like something that's really good on her. Each enemy can be affected by only one Blood Blossom effect at a time, and its duration may only be refreshed by Hu Tao herself. Now, Paramita Papilio, which is this effect, ends when its duration is over or Hu Tao has left the battlefield or fallen. So this is really, really interesting. I really like this a lot. And I think you can build her like all those HP gears, all those different things that people are talking trash on, they're going to be viable on her. So I think she's going to be really easy to build and she's going to be really fun to use as well. So I'm really excited about this. This is really, really awesome. Now let's go into Spirit Soother. Commands a blazing spirit to attack, dealing pyro damage and a large AoE. So we're going to get that nice large AoE pyro damage. Upon striking the enemy, regenerates a percentage of Hu Tao's max HP, and this effect can be triggered up to 5 times based on the numbers of enemies hit. So pretty much, she's going to be able to heal herself using her own ultimate, which is crazy. Like, she is a self-healer. She's a self-damage. She buffs herself, like, crazy. Wow. And if Hu Tao's HP is below or equal to 50%, when the enemy is hit, both the damage and HP regeneration are increased. So this is really, really nice. I mean, she's going to be crazy tanky, but she's going to be viable when her HP is super low, and she's going to be even stronger. So I really like that a lot. And you guys can see here, the skill, we're talking about the scaling of the skill HP regeneration, 6.26%. And at level 15, you're going to be able to get 12.64% max HP regeneration. Keep in mind, you can do this 5 times. So you're pretty much getting a significant heal off of this. I mean, even having 10% triggered 5 times, you're getting a 50% max HP regeneration, which is really, really nice. I'm not going to really talk about her constellations too much. The main thing is her Constellation 6 is obviously really, really insane because she pretty much just gains ridiculous amount of elemental and physical resistance. Crit rate goes through the roof, increased by 100%. And yeah, she just, like, if she's about to die, like, this happens, and it's nuts. Constellation 6 is crazy. So her Constellation 1's kind of interesting. So pretty much when she uses her elemental skill, her charge attacks do not consume stamina. And you guys saw how much her charge attacks do. They do a lot of damage. They do like around 317% damage. Really nice. So this is kind of neat. I don't think it's necessary, but it's convenient. Constellation 2 is probably one of my favorite ones because increase the Blood Blossom damage by the amount equal to 10% of Hu Tao's max HP at the time the effect is applied. So I really think this is strong, and it also on her ultimate it also applies the Blood Blossom effect, which is super nice. So I really like C2. C2 is probably my favorite. C6 is just crazy, and then C1 is okay. Other than that, like, everything else is like, you don't really need that. But if you really want a constellation her out, this is a cool way to go. C1 I think is not really worth it. C2 is worth it. And C6 is just crazy if you want to whale out. But yeah, that is my take on Hu Tao. I think she looks really cool. I'm a fan. I'm going to try to pull for her, but I'm not going to really go completely in for her like I did for Xiao, because, Xiao is always and always will be the husbando of this game. And he's my boy, my favorite character. But I like Hu Tao. She looks really, really cool. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please make sure to subscribe, like the video, and to follow me on Twitch, and join the Oosa Gang Discord, because you know what? We have fun down there, and all the announcements for giveaways and my stream and videos are there, so you'll be notified for all that information. So please stay tuned, and don't forget, there is a big giveaway happening. I will leave the link down below to that giveaway video. Before it's too late, make sure you follow all the steps and enter the giveaway, and hopefully you guys will get a chance to win. Alright guys, peace out, bye!